last game I did. But it would help if I put the damn mic down now, wouldn't it? It would. We're starting from the beginning here. This, not the season, but just the game, baby, game. Oh, we have to do a roster update. It's usually that way. I haven't played this in about a week or so. My players played it on the 2nd? I ain't played this in 11 days? Wow, what the hell is wrong with me? You might hear some wind. It's the fan.
You have a big decision to make about one of your players.
What? Oh, I have a decision. Oh. Shit. Fletcher Cox is hurt. Okay, we'll put him back up. That's all I need. Oh, I'm playing the Chargers week 4. Okay. At least I know the Eagles' actual season. And by the way, folks, if you watch the Eagles game this week, the actual Eagles, they actually won this week. Pretty super fly macadocious. Did he just say super fly macadocious? He did. Okay, it's going to be the same way. I'm going to only come at you at the end of the first quarter for the second quarter. I'll come at you before halftime starts. And then I will come at you about the third. Well, wait a minute. How the heck does this go? I'll come at you at the beginning of the game, before the start of the second quarter, halftime, and at the end of the third quarter I'll come at you. So before the game, halftime, at the end of the third quarter, and at the end of the game. Okay, come at you 4 times. I'm not going to talk the rest of the game because I want you to enjoy the game itself and not hear me. Be like, wait, what the other guy say on the game? Man, this guy won't shut up. Alright, Eagles game is starting here, so we're going to take it and throw it to Larry Ridley. And he's going to throw it to Charles Gordon and... no, Charles Davis and Brandon Gordon, yeah. He's going to throw it to Charles Davis and Brandon Gordon. So I'm going to throw it over here to Larry Ridley, so... there y'all go. As soon as it loads... Alright, Larry, take it away, buddy.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Eagles going up against the Chargers. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Gordon and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are a little less than 20 miles from downtown Los Angeles at the StubHub Center in Carson. The scene here in Carson a moment ago, both teams making their way out of the tunnel. Phillip Rivers, now the main man here in L.A., as his Chargers will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should. And what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they go play action here on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, That's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Here's Foles. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now Foles. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rivers now to throw on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Now Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Play fake. Rivers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
On to punt, Drew Kaiser, second-year man from Texas A&M. Back deep is Darren Sproles. Sproles, the return. Sproles so quick and agile. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Eagles take possession. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on first down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. Ten yards still left on second down. Foles. And he comes back with one complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And Jeffrey's got it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Back to throw. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which also...
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Rivers now on second down. And his throw here is incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And now it's third down. And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
Keenan Allen checks every box for me as a receiver. Size, speed, strength, intelligence in what he's doing. But I love his competitiveness. When that ball's in the air, he goes after it and usually comes down with it. And last but not least, we can lay to bed the myth that he can't run.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now Sproles. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Looking to throw. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Brandon, we're not even out of the first quarter yet. And that's his 3rd receiving touchdown of the game. Tremendous job. And I think this might come under the heading of when someone has the hot hand, you've got to keep going back to them.
And on the defensive side, they better figure something out quickly.
Yeah, I think that no matter what, you've got to do something to slow him down. I don't care if it's double or triple coverage. Make someone else emerge because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
They run it here with Oliver. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They go again with Oliver. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's
now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Sproles so quick and agile. Whoa! It still won't go down. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The play clock's running down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flush to his right. He's going to let it. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Brent Selleck, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles continue to roll.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
All right, y'all, it's 1 quarter, man, and I'm up 35-0. Yeah. All right, back to
the NFL on EA Sports.
Back to Charles Davis and Brandon Gaudin, and I'll see y'all at halftime.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Brandon Oliver now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Throwing, Rivers. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now back to throw. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are pouring it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Point after now from Sturgis. And the route is on here in this first half. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Play action now. Rivers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team, helps them start their comeback.
All right, time for us now to discuss Alshon Jeffrey. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. He'll look to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. 11 more on that one, and another first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick throw. That's complete on the inside slant. Alshon Jeffrey. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 51 yards. And the Eagles continue to roll. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing Rivers. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. This guy is in a zone. Remember, he had a sack hat trick last week. That got him NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Another one right here.
I love how you phrase that, in the zone, because I'm a firm believer that like a running back, like a quarterback, when guys get hot and get locked in, the same thing happens for guys getting sacks. Their moves are working, and they're getting home and putting guys on the ground.
On third down, it's Oliver. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. Eli Manning leading the way offensively. This will be taken at the 10. Sproles so quick and agile. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Come back, come back.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They'll set up a throw. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
All right, y'all, I'm coming at you with 9 seconds left because I don't want to mess up the halftime. This game is going pretty good. I'm up by 46.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Let's see, where do I pull?
Down. Back 22. Back 22. Ringo.
Here's Foles. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And he comes back with one complete. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation.
So he was going to stop me at the line, but I was like, oh, no.
Indeed.
Alright, it's halftime. I'll see y'all after the half's over. I'll see y'all at the end of the third quarter, man. That was awesome.
Go for it.
Alright.
Expect for it to be successful.
I'll see you after halftime. We're going to throw it to Larry Ridley.
This one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Chargers don't have much to hang their hat on after the first half. The Eagles have done a good job taking control of this game, and the scoreboard shows as much. All right, let's roll the highlights. Eagles line up at the 13. Jeffries wide open, able to make the grab. And this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. The Eagles up by a touchdown. Now 1st and 10. Foles on target here. And this play will go for 6. The lead grows to 21. Eagles line up at the 3. Foles on point with the throw. And this play will go for 6. Eagles in control. Eagles with the ball at midfield. Selleck's wide open on the deep pass. And that goes as a 50-yard touchdown. Eagles on 2nd and 7 as the blowout continues. Foles got to complete the pass, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. 1st and 10, the blowout continues. Foles got the completion here, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. The blowout is on. Final seconds in the first half. He caps off the 7-play drive with a score. Eagles in a shootout. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Rivers on 1st down. Allen has it left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If the Chargers could get a full season out of Keenan Allen, look out, AFC West.
How much does that change for them?
Changes everything because he's a true #1 receiver. He eats up catches, and his ability to make plays downfield is just tremendous.
On the run, it's Oliver. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for you.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Sproles so quick and agile. Well, not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Alshon Jeffrey working his way back out there now to help lead this offense. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Graham. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On play action, Rivers. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Third and long for Rivers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now Foles. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Foles. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are pouring it on. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down following the run. Here's a carry for Oliver. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
On third down, Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And now a high kick trying to pin them back. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. A chance for us to look at this Chargers defense again. They are down on the scoreboard. They're just trying to keep the opposition now at bay.
Let's treat it a little bit like tennis. Hold serve. Don't give up anything. Win the point, so to speak, and move on from there.
Did you play tennis? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Rivers now out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush.
The pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium, they're in the third quarter in Tampa. And the Giants have scored to extend their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now it's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. Back to throw now on first down. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. They'll drop the throw, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. So it'll be second and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at the StubHub Center in
All right, y'all, it's the end of the third quarter. I'm up 63-3.
So far as we get
I'm the man right now in this game here.
Affair.
And I didn't even see you watching, cuz. I just noticed now. Oh, man. All right, y'all, I'm going to be quiet till the end of the game, so y'all stay tuned.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Back to throw here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles continue to roll. And that touchdown catch, Charles, it breaks the single-game record for receiving touchdowns.
And what a perfect match. A quarterback who loves to throw it and a receiver who knows how to go out and get them. A brand-new record established today, and all these fans who are on that side are going to go home happy.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
He was looking for Brandon Oliver that time. 3rd down here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And that is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. This is taken at the 18. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here telling us stretch this thing out a little bit?
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Jeffrey with a catch left side. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. Man open left side. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there. First down for them. Ends up a nice second down for him.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Off the play fake here, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. They run. It's Oliver. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Vinny Curry in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
35 points in the first quarter and then 35 the rest of the game. That's pathetic.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
We got Tim and Orn in here, so we're going to let y'all enjoy the rest of the game. Thank you.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, I can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time
trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Vinny Curry in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing, Rivers. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A first down throw here for Rivers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far, nothing going right offensively. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Caught by Gates, left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Rivers, and this will be incomplete. Dontrell Inman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Rivers to throw it, and this this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter down in Arizona. And give that one to the Cardinals. They wind up winners. David Johnson, a touchdown run to help lead the way. And the big tight end shifting around. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had... Instead, second down.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Check me out. We got 3 down. We got to stand up there.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. It's caught inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
We're going to hear from me a little bit. That was McGloin's first pass as an Eagle on
Here's
Madden.
McGloin. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. McGloin now. And he couldn't hang on.
2 seconds. I want one more timeout to discuss this.
Instead, second down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
You know I'm not
This will
going to go
likely
for
be the last play and wrap things up. Blunt, the lone running back. He'll look to throw. And they are going to score again.
Burner.
Yet another touchdown as
Game's
they just added
over.
their totals.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no
That's
feelings.
okay.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after
Right.
this one.
But in
They're
that
getting
case,
real.
run it up.
So the final score is the Eagles 90,
It's another thing to win and put up the amount
Chargers
of points that
9.
they did.
I
Or were they
won
clicking
by
on
81
offense?
They
points,
can't
okay?
help but feel great about themselves,
That's
can't
because
they?
I'm the dominant
what
click
a
on this game.
to
That's
put up
right.
that number of
Yeah.
points, continually
Alright,
feel
so
like
folks, the
moving
final
ball,
score is
things are
90
working
to
and clicking.
9.
They think that they can bomb
I scored
this
35
and
points in
carry
the
it forward.
first
As an
quarter.
offensive coordinator, you still think you can do
And
anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to
55 the rest of the
That's called being
game.
in the zone.
So I scored 20 points more than I
So
scored in the
for
first quarter.
Philadelphia,
Should have been
the early
140.
momentum continues
Or at
here
least
as they move to
112.
4-0. And they'll head back home next
I am
week to
4-0.
take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.
So sorry for them.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.
And that's it, folks. McGloin had a nice pass there and a couple more. But the starting quarterback was full because Wentz is still hurt in this game. Hopefully that doesn't happen, actually, because that would be just, I don't know. Alright, so y'all, that's going to do it here for today with this game. As I say one more time, the final score, the Eagles 90, the Chargers 9. Thank you guys for joining me, and we out.